Kilpailussa mukana Ramirent. Kotikatsomon eväät tarjoaa Kotipizza.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more disc golf media coverage. We are here with the round 2 back 9 coverage of the final stop on the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour. I'm Tony Ferro.
And joining him, Connor Wood, as we see our competitors here battling it out on a tricky course with tricky conditions. It is an exciting and action-packed round here into as we've put the front 9 behind us and moved to the second half. We've seen some great comebacks, some unfortunate bogeys, some beautiful shots, a mixed bag. I'm excited to see where this round leads us.
I am as well. This course does not get any easier as we roll into the back 9. Checking out the front 9 scores, we see that Teemu is still in the lead by 1, but Jonas Alto is coming up from the chase card. Mikael Ham as well. As we said before, there are some hot rounds coming in. These leaders better watch their tails.
They're going to be feeling that heat. We're going to get started here on hole 10. Tell us about it, Tony.
Oh, not too much to say here was we are heading up a tunnel. 118 meter par 3 hole 10. This is a doozy. Just pick your straightest disc that can go 120 meters and you're good. Just watch that flare too, because this ground is not gonna allow anything short of huge flare skips.
Don't go left, don't go right, only go straight. Joona here showing us how it's done.
Baby.
That is straight flight.
Are you kidding me? Well, now you see what happens with the ground plate, but man, that almost aced it. Talk about
What a clean line.
that's putting some pressure on your competitors.
Really, he just dissected the fairway straight down the middle. We see Luukas with a little bit too much turn here.
No way.
what a
No,
kick.
do it.
He's parked.
Oh my gosh. The best
Wow.
tree direction of the whole round. Yes. Yeah, that's what you do in that situation. Just throw your arms up like, gotta be lucky to be good sometimes.
We'll see if Teemu is feeling that energy now.
Holy
Up
cow.
third to the tee. A good hyzer release. Gets a little bit of tree love as well. Looks to have kept it
That-
out left. Didn't quite turn it over, but gets the kiss.
Yeah, just outside the circle. He'll be putting for sure. Rasmus up last. Let's see if he can't match the rest of the card. And he is sure right down the middle. And gets one as well. What is this?
This sure is looking like bumper bowling.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
the left, bounce back. Hit the right, bounce back. These guys, really fortunate kicks. Joona not even needing one, just straight through the middle. We have 4 putts on hole 10. That's incredible. Let's see. Teemu up first.
I doubt there was many other cards, if any, that all 4 players had putts for birdie.
And good putts at that.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 are in the circle.
Oh, Joona firing a bit long. Catches right side chains, but not enough to keep it in.
Rasmus
Rasmus.
ain't missing that. That's going in.
Great birdie there for him.
And Teemu.
Teemu up again with Luukas being super parked right under the basket.
I mean, talk about one extra bump for Luukas. That's awesome.
And a healthy, confident putt there from Teemu to secure his par and stay 1 under for the round. And you saw it, kept him in the lead, but just barely, with other competitors throwing as hot as 4 under or 6 under through the front 9. Teemu will need to try and find a few more birdies than he did in the front half if he wants to keep the pace with these guys chasing him.
Yes, and Joona will be thinking the same. This could be one to get. I feel like this is also a bonus birdie. Hole 11, par 3, 132 meters. Here we go, curving to the right. This is a gigantic turning left to right shot. How do you even put one there? We saw it yesterday. If you haven't seen round 1, go check that out. Big Anheuser, righty backhand Anheuser that just pans and pans and pans. Otherwise,
Definitely worth a watch. Round
man.
1. As we'll see Luukas up first here. Absolutely a separator of a hole. To find the 2 on this would go such a long way. This looks to be turning very nicely. We'll see if it gets the full flight pan out and distance. A great shot, not quite all of the 132, but shaped the fairway absolutely perfectly.
These guys are throwing mid-ranges. I was just going to mention that Luukas did it, but then Rasmus is doing it too. What is this?
Great degree of control, and look at the speed and
Are
turn
you
on that.
kidding me
He's
right
done
now? Holy cow. I'm dumbfounded right now.
I'm lost for words as well. I'm just sitting here watching this. That was incredible. We see Joona also had a great bit at this in round 1. That looks to be carrying well off to the right side.
This is also... he just catches one late, but that's still just outside circle 1.
What a display from these guys.
This is not that easy of a hole. I'm just going to say that right now. This is not that easy.
This averaged 3.6.
Yeah.
This was one of the hardest holes on the course.
Oh my gosh, no. Teemu catching one of the branches way up in the tree. And that's going to leave him well short. He's going to be scrambling while everybody else is putting for birdie.
Let's see what he's left with. He got a good distance up there with a little Anheuser straddle. Connects with another branch, but luckily battles his way through right to the bullseye.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got to split a tight gap to get up and down, and he just barely made it through. Luukas here, a little short, but still circle 2's edge. Gives it a bid, just a little low. Right on line, though.
And he has been catching a lot of metal from circle 2 all round. He's giving himself tons of chances. We'll see now Joona for the elusive birdie on 11.
Stepper. Cash it!
Big cash. That's an incredible putt.
Oh, baby, that's huge. Let's see it again.
Show us the replay.
Yes, please. Stepper, first one of the round.
Just healthy all the way straight to the pole. Perfect height and pace. Drops it down. That is a flawless putt from way down there. Fantastic birdie. We'll see Rasmus try and match now. Even closer.
No, he cannot connect again. That is going to be a huge mental shift for Rasmus. He needs to get some dead center in that basket again.
And it really has been his putting that's been preventing him from scoring well. His throwing has been quite solid so far, but just catching too much metal on the green and not putting it in. Rasmus struggling to find all the birdies that he needs to catch up. We move on.
Well, we got another shorty. Just has 500 trees in the fairway. Hole 12, par 3, 89 meters. Just got to shoot it straight. And just missed this tree right here that we're flying into. Either right side, left side, take
and
your
all
choice.
The others? You can ignore them?
No, just ignore those. It's just that one. Just the one.
It's just in your head, right?
Exactly.
They aren't real. Joona up to the tee first.
Oh, yeah. Just super straight. Can't get much better than that. Almost acing it once again. Perfect. Perfect shot. We got Luukas up next. Seems to have an approach disc in his hand. Oh no, that's not good. Not good. Oh, sit.
We'll see it. It may have been a big enough bounce to even get the fade out at the end. Looks to have ended leftwards. I think he has a long look from there, believe it or not.
I think you're right, actually. It was so bad it ended up okay.
So bad it's good. Rasmus will try to throw this so good that it is good. Whatever that means. Throws it up there. And as he connects with a tree low down, I think he'll also have a long obstructed putt.
Yeah, it seems to be.
Maybe open.
Just inside
Maybe
the
open.
circle. All right, Teemu, finish it out strong. For the card, that is. Ooh, that looks a little overcooked.
He does like to play with that stability, a healthy kick back off the tree.
Wow.
And he'll also be about edge of circle putting, I think, unobstructed.
That sure was an overstable disc.
We'll see Luukas, longest of the bunch. Another lucky kick for a chance here.
Oh, right.
And more metal from circle 2.
Right side cage. How does that miss? He has been all over the basket. You are correct. Teemu also just outside the circle. Passionate.
Great stuff. Finally putting himself further now at -2 under. Score rather at -2. We see the replay here. Simple drawback, good extension of the leg and the arm, points right to the basket, floats a little nose up right in there.
Solid, solid putt.
So we see Rasmus now to correct off the last putting green of 11.
There
Fantastic
it is.
correction.
He needed that one. He feels good now. You could see the smile. He's like, all right, I can still putt. That was solid.
Sometimes that's all you need to get the ball rolling. Joona on the right side bounces just over the rim.
I was just going
Good
to mention
opportunity.
how when you get a couple of guys putting behind you that just cash a few big ones, makes your inside the circle putt feel huge. And
Extra scary, no doubt.
Luukas, unfortunately, did not capitalize on that one. Oh, sorry.
Nor
not
did
Luukas,
Joona here.
Joona. Luukas.
Both of them taking the 12. The 3 on hole 12.
Yeah, but Luukas was lucky. Oh, baby. If this last hole didn't have enough trees, this one sure will. Hole 13. Par 3, 152 meters. Yeah. If the distance wasn't enough for you, the 1,000 trees in the fairway will be. As just has one right in the middle, you got to miss right or left. Most of the time we're seeing a lot of hyzer flip-ups, flex shots from there. Good luck getting to this green, though, as it's still a hallway to put your humongous drive down.
We have Rasmus up first.
Oh, that's bad.
First available with a heavy kick. You see the frustration out of him. Obviously, a difficult situation there. He will have 140 meters of trees remaining.
And he's inside them now. He is going to have to fabricate something crazy as Teemu's playing Plinko out there. Not sure where that ended up, but that was quite the jump from that disc.
We see Joona now. I do love the design here, putting the screen up and to the left. Kind of tempts players into maybe a flex play, but Joona straight down the middle.
Holy
He was getting there.
He was
He's at
gonna
the edge
be
of the circle.
parked. That was freaking
Wow.
huge. Oh my gosh. All right,
Best drive we've seen on this hole.
Luukas could do this. He's got this. Dude, this is better. This is better. Oh my gosh. Dude,
These guys are just on fire.
What? That's such a ridiculous shot. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just saw that.
I'm shocked anyone birdies this hole ever. If I'm being honest, Rasmus, you see what he has left after an unfortunate early kick. Gets as much distance as he can with the flex forehand, but with a long ways to go, I think par is out of the question for him without a miraculous throw-in. Those were some of the best shots you might ever see.
I mean, like I said yesterday, just back it up 35 meters and you got a par 4. And we got 2 guys inside the circle, one of them parked. That's amazing. Wow, those were some amazing top-level shots.
And good scramble by Rasmus to put himself right up there. That will be for a bogey putt, I believe, but after the first, there's not much more you can really do than what he did there.
Yeah, you said it exactly correct there. That's best case scenario from that drive.
As Teemu gave it a floaty Anheuser bid, we see Joona from edge of circle.
Stepper, no!
Oh, the triple bounce.
Man.
That's a rare one.
Oh, man. That was low, high, and low all at the same time. Oh, man.
Oh, but Rasmus catching the bogey putt there on the lower left side.
I was a bit
Sneaks it
further than it looked off of the catch cam.
Absolutely.
And look at that.
Wow.
Just tap it. I mean, you don't see that very often. I'll just say that right now. That kind of a shot.
152-meter tunnel shot. Pinpoint accuracy and distance and shape.
I mean, you saw what he had to do. That thing flipped up like crazy and then rode straight forever.
You'd love to see it. Let's see if they can carry that momentum onto hole 14.
Hole 14. Another par 4, 172 meters. Got this soft righty backhand hyzer shot off the tee. Getting through this tunnel here, setting yourself up for the approach. That is, basket is perched up just behind these evergreens. Really got to swing the shot either right side or sidearm through the little gap on the left. Obviously, the right side is bigger, more preferred, but depends
Luukas
on where
going
you
for
land.
the very touchy turnover forehand shot. Doesn't get the turn quite quick enough, but very aggressive line from him there. I like to see some of these guys going for it.
I would agree, but
Joona.
it seemed like a slow disc out of his hand.
Maybe one that he could shape easily, accepting that he might not get as much distance.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I see this being the consistent throw. Just a nice, smooth backhand hyzer.
Oh, but another
Little
sort of
inside.
fortunate kick there.
Yeah, that was a little bit too soft, a little too inside. You need to kind of just really just throw it straight out right at that gap. Just push. Yeah, right like that. That's perfect.
I would agree. Just a beautiful width, using the entire fairway with a strong overstable finish. Looks like a slow speed disc, as you mentioned.
And yeah, you don't need too much off the tee. It's only 172 meters. It's not a huge hole. It's more about just hitting the gap, getting the right placement.
Oh, and I thought that was perfect from Teemu, but just hung it out a little bit straight and did not get the leftwards movement as early as he needed it. He kicked out to the right. So he will have to make some sort of shape here.
Yeah, this will not
flex,
be an
most
easy
likely.
throw. Yeah, that's coming out too fast.
Is it, though?
It's going to be on the
Yeah.
other side. He's going to have an obstructed putt.
I
Maybe
thought
a putt.
maybe he had the distance, but good call there. Not quite getting all the way up.
This I'm curious about. Oh, he's got nothing. I wonder what he's going to try to do. Just turn one over? Yeah, a little short,
Wow.
but that's a good little scramble out from the tree.
A little bit of course maintenance there as well. Joona showing us the back door entrance to the green. If he can hit that small gap and skip.
Ooh. See, I think
Just
that's
gets caught up.
early. I think he needed to be even further to get that gap in the back.
With that little V-shaped tree, I would agree. That looks like
Exactly.
the most open one.
And yeah, you can see the V-shaped tree in this image here. But
Rasmus going for the
Oy.
placement shot, which is surprising. I know he's comfortable on that forehand. I think the
Okay.
natural fade out to the right really benefits that second shot there. So I'm surprised to see him go for that. But regardless, he's giving himself a birdie putt. Not too
Yeah.
close, but it's a chance.
outside the circle look. This is the gap I would expect, because
Wow.
that's what it looks like usually.
And that's going to be a great par save for Luukas, who was very much caught in the left side woods. Teemu from downtown with the
Oh my
Anheuser
gosh.
putt.
Do it!
Oh!
Holy cow!
Drops it in. Mail call, just delivering
Oh
his
my
putter
gosh.
to the basket.
We had better see that again. We better. Holy cow, you could see it like halfway through. It was for sure going in.
Cody Pizza coming in clutch with the replay. You see the huge high release, tons of Anheuser angle over the
Oh
branches and cashes it. A highlight putt from Teemu there, showing us why he was the leader through round one.
Yeah,
Incredible
give it a
putt.
smile, boy. That deserves a smile. Holy cow.
Joona now.
No!
The forehand throw in.
No! What are these people doing on this card?
These guys are on something. They're riding some sort of wave
Holy
here.
Cow.
Cashing it in.
Just
Wow.
smash it. Yeah, please.
I believe from the knee?
Yeah. Knee
Thank you,
and
Cody
Heiser
Pizza.
sidearm. Just smash.
Dead center as well. Great power control. Really the trickiest part of that soft Anheuser forehand putt is not coming in with too much heat, and he just brings it in nice and low, drops it in. That is two incredible putts. And Rasmus,
Dude.
these guys really are on something here. Hole 14, making it look easy.
All right, we're heating up now. Holy cow.
And some great confidence there for that young man who has been struggling so far on the green in this round too. Luukas with a fantastic par save as well, getting caught up early. Impressive display. That's lead card caliber right there.
Dude, that's some hot stuff right there. Holy cow. Let's get to 15. Par 4, 219 meters. Not going to let up as we heading down the tunnel, starting to make that left to right curve as the fairway will continue through the forest, heading back around. Watch out for this hazard pond as they shaped in here. Gonna set up somewhere before that and get a long approach if you can do it onto this tiered green once again. Beautiful, beautiful approaching shot here.
And
Beautiful
very
hole.
rare that someone makes the upper tier on their second shot. With the low ceiling and the trees, requires two perfect shots to really get up there for an easy birdie. We see Joona with a big turnover flight, gets a fade back in.
That's not bad. I mean, he caught
He's
some
certainly up
cabbage
there.
early, and that pushed well through.
Rasmus now.
Ooh, that's tight out of the hand.
Maybe trying to cut the corner. We'll see if it fights its way through.
I don't think he was so fortunate like Joona. Well, let's see Teemu now. Looking to go maybe fairway driver.
With a ton of hyzer
yeah.
angle, that is a flippy disc.
But that's going to
Really
work.
trusting. Fantastic shape.
maybe not quite enough distance. It might be a scary approach, but we'll see.
See if Luukas is able to find that distance to really push his second shot.
He wasn't
Doesn't seem too happy with it.
Yeah. Looked to be too inside as well. Ooh, we got some people running for it. That's not a good sign.
Rasmus with the early inside angle. A big scramble forehand, and he's cleared the pond. No,
he didn't. Oh, man. I thought he got over it, but...
Sounded like dry land to me. Luukas with a very aggressive second shot.
That's up there. No
he skipped.
Way, Luukas.
Wow, mentioning how rare it is people actually make it to the upper tier. That beautiful overstable finish hops the wall.
Luukas is on another level back nine. He's heating it up. He's going to be pushing for the leading position soon here. These guys better watch out.
He's looking very comfortable and really getting these holes that are separators for the field. We see Teemu there a little bit low,
but skipped
with a good shape. Yeah, he'll be having a long putt for birdie.
Yeah, I'm sure he pushed right up to that tier. What is that, about 12, 13 meters?
Oh. Joona off the knee trying to shape his forehand into the green. Catches one of those many guardians. We see what Rasmus is left with here after, I believe, going OB in this pond. Looking like a forehand flex.
It's inside. And that catches one of the guardian trees. He will be well short. Putting for bogey, I believe.
Joona with the very casual forehand there.
Trying to go back-to-back sidearm throw-ins. Joona is feeling it right now.
Rasmus for the long putt.
Go in. Oh, that looked so good. Just half a millimeter of push, I would say, just out of his hand, and that would have went in.
That's been the story of his round, unfortunately. Rasmus not quite connecting on the green. Teemu connecting beautifully.
All right. He is coming back right now. He is saying, no, I want this lead. You guys need to fight for it. Big putting is my game.
And we are witnessing some serious golf here.
And look at Luukas. This is the closest we have ever seen somebody.
He cashes the birdie as well. These guys are on a streak here. Luukas bogey free on his back nine, picking up holes 13 and 15, as well as 10. Man. What a display.
Double bogey for Rasmus, unfortunate. And single
bogey for Joona. Teemu now at 10 under. Putting two together in a row, sitting in a good spot. We know the chase card was hot on their heels after the front nine. We'll see if it continues.
Hole 16, par 5, 284 meters. We do have that OB on the right side, but a pretty wide open fairway for this course. Try and get as much D as you can off the tee, but keeping it in the middle is highly recommended on this hole. Don't have to bite off too much, just have to get that forward progress and keep your position clean. Approaching into this green is not too difficult, but there are a lot of trees in the way. Good par 5. Did see an eagle before, but that'll take 2 crazy shots.
I think with the distance that these guys have, they will be hunting the birdie at a minimum. As we see Teemu with a great release turning it over. Hopefully he can fade in nicely and beat the tree line. Comes just a little bit inside. I think he'll have a tricky shot on his second, but looks like it got some alright distance.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Rasmus might push this. Luukas
Luukas making a shape here.
This is flexing out. That's at
big.
the corner.
That is big.
That's a pretty good first drive there, if I do say so myself.
This man is known to rip a few shapes out on the fairway. We'll see how much he pushes
But
this.
he overcooked it. It's got a kick. He got the
He'd rather
D.
be where Luukas was.
I agree. He got a bit more D, but he's in the forest now. Not sure what he's going to have. Luukas, on the other hand, is right at the edge of the forest, and he just has to run out of the forest and crush it.
Rasmus with a big rip fades a little bit early and will find himself also obstructed in that left side tree line. An interesting hole, sitting at 284 meters, par 5. It did average over par. Now, we mentioned that these guys with their distance likely want to attack, but in theory, this could be done with 4 70-meter shots and a putt for their 5.
I
The
agree.
danger is when you try to bite off too much.
I totally agree. It's just more... The 70-meter throw isn't always the shot you should be taking, because if you only do 70 off the tee, the second 70 will be very difficult. So you kind of have to bite off more off the tee, but like you said, you don't have to bite off that much.
But a very valid point. Even if you can just average 70, these guys, though, looking to shape, I think, 100 or more, even through the woods. Luukas now trying to line up his standstill backhand. Another hyzer release with a flippy disc. This looks to be turning over,
Oh, no.
but low to the ground. Catches the one tree in the fairway.
lone tree. Unfortunate. For such a good position, I guess it wasn't quite as open of a run-up as I was hoping it would be for Luukas, but...
Certainly more open than this.
Yeah.
From Joona, who has to go for that big sky anhyzer.
Ooh, and this looks like army golf for Joona. Left side, right side action. Left, right.
Rasmus looking to push this, trying to flex a very overstable disc forehand. Gets a nice little glide, but doesn't quite catch the edge enough for that big skip. Definitely a good shot up there, though.
Teemu, oh, this is clean as a whistle. Get the skip.
Oh.
Get the skip and the slide.
That caught the
In
edge.
circle. For birdie, yeah?
I think so. I believe you're right. That is
A
beautiful
solid.
stuff by Teemu. Seems to be getting very comfortable now on this back nine.
And Luukas, even with the not so good second shot, still has a putter approach. Getting inside the circle, he will be there for the birdie. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Rasmus
Oh.
connecting with that first branch. His low ceiling catching him out there. He will have still a lengthy putt. I believe that was for his birdie, and that will be his par putt next. Joona, I believe for birdie.
That is going to be a tester coming back as well. He will have the tree roots all up in his stance. Teemu is up now. This will be for a birdie. Oh, yeah.
Fantastic putt. Getting a 4 on this hole nets you an average of 1.3 strokes over the field.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. And he is getting strokes on the card. Luukas is still yet to putt, but he has at least a 2-stroke cushion. Oh, Rasmus. If the hits could not keep coming, he is taking another one.
That one looked low, looked like a healthy putt, fairly centered. Just an unfortunate outcome. Really unable to find his center here on the putting green. Rasmus has fallen victim to a few 3-putts already in this second round. We will see Joona now, I believe, to save his par.
Yes,
Great
sir. That is a solid par save. You want to get this one being on the lead card, but like you said, this is averaging well over par. Luukas now for yet another birdie on the back nine.
And Teemu leading this card is on fire right now with 3 in a row. Luukas needed that one to try and keep the momentum. Here on hole 16 with only 2 more to go in the round. Every stroke matters in terms of your placement here in round 3. As these guys tap it in, a bogey for Rasmus and a par for Luukas. Teemu walking out with the lone birdie on this lead card here.
Well, we got 2 to go. This one is a doozy, to say the least. Hole 17, par 4, 192 meters. Have this tiny tunnel to get through off the tee. Get yourself out into the open here and set yourself up for a long second shot going up the hill, through the trees, and curving left to right. If that wasn't enough, the basket is on a spine. Rollaway potential all over the place. And then the woods are in there.
And you'll notice the lack of any grass or foliage on the green. That is hard-packed earth. You need to come in with a great degree of control. Teemu cutting the corner, trying to sneak his way out. He doesn't quite get all the way there, but looks to have quite some distance. I think he'll have forehand hyzer on his second. Look at this.
That is a smart play to get it through the gap and get it out there.
I would
Set
agree.
it up for your second. We did not see that yesterday, but that is a really smart play.
And it did finish left when you're hoping, I guess, with an ideal shot to finish right. Just like this shot from Joona here.
That is ideal.
A great backhand line. I also appreciate the roller here from Luukas.
I do as
Rasmus
well.
getting a little bit of a flip up forehand, fading it out nicely. He is a little bit more pinched than Joona, but at a similar distance out the gap.
He may have gotten a little lucky on that one, but I think Teemu might be still in the woods.
Yeah, he got maybe 10-20 meters just before the opening.
Yeah, it was
and another
just
scramble
far
forehand
enough.
roller.
Just far enough that he could not throw. And you can see in those woods there's way too many trees to even get your arm to follow through completely.
Luukas now from his roller angle unable to capitalize on that second, catching way up there, but fortunately sort of falling flat and not kicking out too far left or right.
But like you said, that's the problem. When he turned it over, he went left out of the gate. And then he had a huge second shot to deal with. And
Speaking of huge second shots,
Rasmus, that was great. Little short, but nonetheless, he is way up there.
Joona looking to shape this. This looks perfect. Does he make it all the way? A little bit too long and fading out
too
just
straight.
a tad early.
Yeah. But that was the same disc twice, I think.
He really has those angles locked down.
That's pretty impressive, I will say.
This looks like it's coming in hot. Not
That
quite sure if it slowed down in time. Great aim, but may have slid long.
Maybe, but it looked pretty good. It looked like it was coming in on a nice soft angle. We will have to see when they get up to putt where it actually is. But Luukas there doesn't look to have gotten too far up. He might still have a little bit more work to do to get up and down. Rasmus once again. But he went for that too, though.
He went
That
for
was
it, but
crazy.
you saw how quickly he turned around. He knew that was not going in, despite it looking pretty good on our end.
Oh, Luukas going for the putt as well. Yeah, okay, that's the good side to miss on. No, okay, it's sat. Joona unfortunately not capitalizing on the birdie putt.
And And Teemu with a great par putt. You saw him slide long there, as we mentioned. A great comeback up the hill.
Yeah,
And you can
were
see just how
correct.
tricky it is to enter this green perfectly. Just very quick ground, elevation.
No, it didn't. It did not spit through. Not at this point. That's a bogey that you do not want to take on 17. Solid putt for Luukas, but just spits through the right side.
Believe it or not, at
double
192
bogey.
meters, this hole averaged a 5.1 on par 4 and was the second hardest. Perhaps surprising.
All right, let's finish it off. Hole 18, the iconic finishing hole. Par 3, 107 meters. Small gap off the tee, elevated, shooting across this valley to this completely designed green. Crazy two-tiered, baskets perched on top. Gotta try to land it soft. On the first tier, I don't think anyone's thinking to park it.
I also don't think these guys are all right with the 3, though. Every single one of them are going to try to put this close with a very nice soft landing from Teemu there. Looks to
That's
be
how
within
you
the
want to
circle.
do it. That's the way to do it. Joona looking to do the same. Got that mid-range from hole 17. Or it's a putter. I'm not
Wow.
sure. It flies like a putter. Let's say
It's 107 meters. I know it's slightly downhill, but with the elevated green, looks just a little bit less than flat. As we see Rasmus also flipping something up, a little bit fade out. These guys are making this hole look easy.
Super easy. And this is for sure a putter from Luukas. How straight is that?
These guys
Oh
just
my
delivering
gosh.
laser beams onto this artificial green. Such an iconic hole, and these guys making short work of their tee shots. We'll see if they can now capitalize and secure their bogeys to round us out here on hole 2.
All right,
Rasmus
finish it
first.
strong. There you go. Nice solid putt. Finish out the round with the birdie.
And
Gives
you
you
can look
that
at his
positive
scorecard.
note. Yeah.
We know he had struggles here all throughout the round. He's ending at 3 over, but some points of redemption for him for sure. Some good throws this round.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster today for him. That's for sure.
And Teemu going 5 under now in the round with a strong finish on this back 9. Look at how Teemu has been stringing
is
them
true.
together.
Really kicking it up on the back 9, stringing the birdies together. Unfortunate bogey on 13, but otherwise, man, that would have been hot.
And if
Luukas-
Joona can put this in, we would have a star frame on 18.
I would say this yet again. Not many cards doing that.
Wow, what a finish. As the crowd hype comes out, guns in the sky, our round 2 lead card gets the rattle of the chains. Fantastic finish to what was an incredibly exciting round. We saw some really perfect shots and putts come out here today. We are
No
lucky to
doubt.
have this coverage.
Yeah, colorful scorecard makes it for a much more interesting round, but you know, when everybody's just doing birdies, it gets kind of boring. So
Kept things exciting. As we see Teemu continuing to lead this lead card, we'll see how the field felt about that. He does hold his title at 12 under, the back 9 likely being considered the harder of the 2. Joona at 3 under for the round retains his second place position. Mikael Hamma sneaking into 3rd. And we have a 3-way tie for 4th place between Joona Salto, Samuel Heinanen, and Luukas Rokkanen. Quick shout out, Samuel Heinanen did catch the eagle on hole 16 today. We had one more again.
atta boy, wow, cannot wait to see it. You guys better bring it. Final round. Stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in round 3.